Hello, beloved. I thank you so much for your time and I thank you for joining me on the Prophetic Vessel Show. This will be your message from God, Ra, Allah, Source, the Divine. I'm grateful for your time. To those whom are keen or interested in becoming members of my Patreon, on my Patreon, I do offer weekly sign readings for $10 per month based on love as well as ancestral lineage readings. I also offer on my Patreon personal readings for $50 per month. You get a personal reading from me every month based on love, spiritual path, career, and finances, as well as ancestral messages. I also now offer one-on-one sessions / life coach sessions. Those will be once off and not monthly. You can only book me for those directly via my email, which will be listed in my description box below, as well as the link to my Patreon if you'd rather join my Patreon instead. You can also join my Patreon by typing what is on the screen via Google, search it, and it'll lead you to my Patreon website. Without further ado, let us tap in and find out why were you spiritually led here? What is here for you, beloved? Why did you resonate with the title? And why did your own YouTube algorithm present you with this message? Let us tap in and talk to God, okay? So someone is very disappointed at this time. I'm channeling the energy of someone who has been defeated, someone has lost. Something has turned out a certain way, a way in which this person didn't even see coming. We have the Four of Wands to the Nine of Pentacles. This is someone who's looking at you to be exactly where you need to be because they know what they tried to take from you. It's like someone looking at you saying, I know that you are right where you need to be because I know that I've been trying to stop you from getting to where you're at. It's like an enemy forming weapons against your path of life, against your identity, because of a specific reason. And then when that specific reason of why they're doing what they're doing happens to be the last resort of everything in your life, where it's like they did all that they could to stop you from getting to where you need to be, either within yourself or within your reality. And that path that you've walked is clear to the enemy that you're right where you need to be, because they know that where you are is where they try to stop you from getting, internally or externally of you, within or without, right? This is definitely someone who's conscious of the fact that something is over. Like they've ignored that call, they've ignored judgment until they couldn't anymore, until they were forced to. And now they've awakened to the truth of the matter being that they lost. So this person is in a position in their life where they're trying to regain strength so that they can be able to live with what they've done. This person is trying to raise their vitality, like changing what they eat, what they do, how they speak. Like this person is trying to change their whole life up now because things have backfired. They feel like they have no choice but to do that because this is their life at the end of the day. They've just been more so focused on another person's life, which is yours. So this person They're trying to find a way back to themselves, even though they're so far gone. Like this is someone who their consciousness of who they are is only returning now. Like someone's being knocked back to their senses or knocked back into reality. Yeah. After a period and time of being in complete illusion. After a period and time of living in complete delusion. It's like this person is only beginning to come to terms with what has happened to them and what they've done and what they've said and all things that have to do with the situation. They're only awakening to their demise right now. They've been in their demise. They've been under judgment. They've been falling apart. But they're at a point in their life where they've awakened to it. I see this person like trying to get by, right? Because with the Four of Wands, this speaks of the structure of another person's life in terms of the way they choose to live their life. So the way this person has been living their life, that is coming to an end. They can't go on the way they've been. It's like something's not working out for them anymore. The way that they've been and the way that they've been living, something is definitely not working out anymore. And it's returning to sender type energy where they've utilized their identity and now there's nothing left in them. Someone is just a void, you know, like someone is just darkness. So we have the Two of Swords reversed with the Ace of Swords here. We have the Knight of Pentacles and Judgment. Confirmation. I'm seeing that this is someone whom their ways of life are no longer working out for them. If they used to treat people a certain type of way, people are no longer tolerating the BS. If they used to show up in a certain type of way to manipulate another person, whether by words or actions, it's no longer working. So people are seeing through this person. The mask is falling. It's like this person can't see, but they see. They can't see, but they see. So how I'm channeling that is like, at this time they're trying to get back to themselves, but they can't see who they are. They see that they've gone away from themselves. They see that they're not present. Their consciousness is not there, but they don't know how to get to themselves. They see that they're gone, but they don't see a way back. Like something has backfired on someone here, leaving them completely with nothing. It's like this person, whatever it is here that they spend so much time on, that very same time and energy that they harvested with doing what they were doing, and however way they chose to do it, all that time and energy they've lost for good. There's no coming back from that. That energy is not going to come back. That time is not going to come back. Everything is over. Someone has lost completely. Because you're definitely dealing with someone who's insane in the brain. With the Ace of Swords here, someone's mind snapped. Someone has officially snapped. And it's been like that. They've now just awakened to it. This is somebody who's seeing their own illusions and craziness. They're witnessing it. Like somebody has become something else. There's no longer a human being inside of them. It's like someone has died. And whatever's living inside of them is just an animal, man. They're no longer a human being anymore. Because with this Ace of Swords to the Knight of Pentacles reversed, it took a long time for this person to come to terms with their own insanity. It's like, am I really crazy? Like, you know, where they literally, the universe had to push this person to awaken to what they are. Life had to show this person who they are. Because their own mind wasn't present. Like someone's not there. This is definitely someone that's spiritually brain dead. Meaning the thoughts that this person is in alignment with, the frequency of thoughts that they produce in their brain is all bound to a spell on some spiral symbol. This person's brain activity and chemical balance in their brain, there's a neurological defect. There's a psychological condition. Someone is unwell. And they've done this to themselves. Like someone surrendered themselves. They surrendered themselves with what they were doing. We have the Fool. Every day this person is trying to live with that fact, that truth about what they've done. And you are a walking, breathing testimony. You are a walking, breathing karma. Every day they get to live that. They get to live it. This is definitely someone who, they're so insane that they didn't see it until it blew up in their face, their own insanity and craziness. Because you definitely dealing with someone here who's a predator, an animal within who they are. And they need to go where animals live. They need to be in that habitat. So they thinking they're returning back to themselves, or on the way of figuring it out, snapping back into reality after so many lies that they believed because they fed themselves those delusions. After so many lies that were tied to their actions and their words that they now spiraled into a supposed reality. Imagine orchestrating your own reality and manifesting it out of lies. And it's spiraling out of control right in your eyes. And you not being able to do anything about it because you know it's a lie. Yeah, someone has lost the battle. Someone's definitely lost the battle. And it's because they were never who they said they were. They were never who they thought they were. They were never who they felt they were. This person's whole entire vessel is linked to nothing but illusions and delusions. Who they are. Yeah, this person made a very bad decision in their life by choosing to not find themselves and healing, because they chose to be a predator. They chose to hunt you, and now they're being hunted. Like your ancestors have all their weapons out, whipping this person's ass on a daily basis because they've watched you go through something that they put you through, waiting for the karma. waiting for the day where they are now in the position to give you justice, because God sent them as an army of vengeance against this enemy of yours. Because this is a sick person, sick in the mind. I'm seeing candles, like those candles that like are in a certain like container, you know, or it's not just a candle, it's inside something, right? And I'm seeing, you know, those candles that they in a container, and then they have like pretty pictures around them or pretty writing, you know, and when you burn them, you don't just burn them as they are, you burn them inside what they come with. So I'm seeing candles like that, but like instead of pretty pictures or flowers or whatever they put outside of the candle packaging, I'm seeing your pictures on many candles. I hope I'm making sense when you say, like, you know, this is, you can take a candle and however shape, and you can burn it on its own, or you can put it in something that wax can be held in something. And whatever these candles are held in, whatever these candles are held in have pictures around you, around them. So pictures of you surrounding some candles here. Like someone sleeps with these picture candles. And as I'm doing this message, I'm having a headache. Confirmation, someone is out of their mind. Like this is an altar that I'm seeing. Candles on an altar. Someone has an altar of you. Man. It's like every night this person speaks to this altar and curses you. Like this is someone who thinks they thought they could hex you. They thought they could curse you. They thought they knew what they were doing. Now, whether they got help or it was a silent, solitude solo battle that they were in, or it's something that there's another sorcerer or high priestess that was instructing them. Either way, this person has lost. There's no way out of this with the Five of Wands reversed. Back to the fact that this person has spent years of their life in this energy, and it has taken them. This person has no clue how they're going to make it back to themselves. Because what I'm seeing here is like they've run out of options and chances and choices and anything really that can help them in this situation. Nothing can help them out of this situation. It's them and their demons. Even the sorcerer, if there is one involved, this high priestess that was instructing them, if there is one involved, they too, their hands are tied. They can't save this person from what they're facing. Someone is in hell. Someone's in deep karma. Like this is like karmic cycle, karmic cycle, karmic cycle. When they think they made it out of this, they enter another this and they enter another that. They made it out of that, they enter another this, they enter another that. And it just continues on like that. They never break free. Like they have a cursed life because they've tried to place curses and hexes upon others. Simply put. Yeah, and this person, they worked with the strongest of the strong, and they too couldn't even defeat you, whether that be the things they used or the person they went to. But this person did everything in their power to ensure that something goes a particular way in your life. Yeah, look at that. Like this person gave it their all. Everything. but they still lost. And this time it's like, it's more than just a loss. It's like they're in another karmic cycle of their own karma. So they're living their own karma, but karma has seasons. It gets worse, it gets higher in its karmic debt that is owed. This person, they've done so much. And it's not just you that has experienced this person in the way that you are experiencing them. So many people have fallen victim to this, but you're just the one that's breaking that chain where they got away with something in other people's lives. These curses they were placing on people's lives, whether their homes, their minds, their bodies, their hearts, whether with words, whether with actions, and a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and the witching and the the witchcraft. It has taken them under. It's literally betraying them. Their own God is betraying them. Because witchcraft is this person's God. That's who they surrendered themselves to. So I'm seeing, because this person's running out of options, they don't know what to do, they don't know how to go about this, they don't understand. They don't understand what they're going to do. It's like this person is trying to figure out the best way to live with their own witchcraft backfiring. They're trying to figure out, these comics are trying to figure out a way now to live with their own demons. It's in the energy collectively where the comics, their things are backfiring on them. And now they need to learn to live with it. The backfire is already active. It won't stop here. Everything they've done from the first action they took, from the first word they spoke, from the first weapon they formed, it will spiral out of control until they pay for all of that. Because like I said, this person here is one of many. So many of us are dealing with this because so much has happened. So much has happened. And if you think this person here, or rather if they think they just gonna get away with it and like find their own ways to live with their own demons and actually be able to cope and live with it until thy kingdom come, well, that's not how it's gonna happen. Instead, this person is not going to be able to find a way to live with this. It's going to get harder and harder to want to be alive. And it's not because they can't find a way out. It's because there is no way out. They're cursed because a curse is forever until it's broken. But if it's not broken and one chooses to contribute to the curse living, you gave it life, you gave it breath, it obviously will sink you under because you gave it your life and your breath. This person thought they had the power to come into your reality and declare some form of hex and curse. How stupid and dumb. And now this very same person is looking for a way to live because it's so difficult and they can't. Who cares? This person is such a bad person that even those close to them wish to see them fail. Because even those close to them see the darkness in them, that they don't even want this person to get anywhere in life because they know that this person is nothing but bad luck. But these be the comic friends that don't say anything because they're just as bad. So they watch. But this person mistakes people watching them and listening to them and all they've done and all they've said and all the actions and behavior. They think people just watching and not saying anything, they urging it, or they think it's okay. People have their own things as well. Like this person wants to be told every time, no, don't do this, no, chill, no. It's like, who do you think you are? People don't live to make sure that everything's fine with you, or you are the main center of it. People have their own things. This person lives in a world that doesn't exist, and that world is crumbling down We have the Five of Wands, and nothing can stop it. And when I say nothing can stop it, it's like even if this person tries, which I see that they have no choice but to try. When a spell backfires, you're going to try by all means to make sure that the backfire doesn't hit your life and completely sink you under. But it does not mean you will find a way to reverse it. This person won't find nothing. Instead, they're going to dig up those jars. Dig up those jars that have their urine, their feces, their toenails, their hair, their saliva. They got to dig up those and actually address the sickness that lives in their mind. Address the insanity, ho. Address it. The witchcraft won't save you. These dark forces that were working for this person or working with this person, they don't give a damn. With their weak ass. This person thought connecting with dark principalities and entities and, conjuring up all these dark forces will stop something in your life. It didn't stop shit, ho. We got motion here. And they fought so hard to ensure that nothing moves for you. Everything you touch must just fail. Every decision you make must just sink you under. Everyone that looks at you must not want anything to do with you. You know the things this person spoke over your name in life. Got your ancestors like, man, when are we whooping ass here? They were watching it happen. You could have gone through a period of time where you felt the energetic attacks. You felt the psychic attacks. When they were forming the weapons, you experienced it. You understood what was happening to you, even if you had not received full clarity and confirmation, but you knew, your soul knew before you, and it was sending you messages and downloads till this day. That's why you know, even when that person do what they do. Now it's a season of backfiring. They did the work. Oh, them jars is filling up the ground, all right. This is someone who planted jars everywhere where you frequently go. Whether it's your place of rest, your place of work, your place you like to go to, whether a restaurant, mall, or a friend. Anywhere close to where you are, there's a jar that this person planted in the ground. Yeah, justice, look at that. And this is a fashion witch. They put it on in front of everybody. They ensure that no one ever suspects anything about them, whether they have to act or pretend or say or whatever, or behave in certain ways. Their pride lies in their appearance, because that's the cover and the mask, which is falling and crumbling day by day. Like day by day, the spell reverses, because they took each day to do what they did. The time, the energy that they will never get back, but what will come back like a boomerang effect is those same words they spoke over your life. That same curse is gonna curse their life. Oh, that's right, it's already happened. They're just living in it. Living in it every day, trying to figure out a way to live with it. That's where they're at right now. So if you see this person, or you hear something, or you don't give a damn, either way, just know someone is struggling to live with their witchcraft backfiring on them. Imagine living with your spells, knowing you are under a spell. God will send you to hell. You try and put someone else in hell, God will say, there's your one-way ticket to your hell, temperance. And God will make it pretty and nice. Make it comfortable. So that you learn to never do that to anyone. Because you think you can. Because the only one that can have that power is God. You're not going to come into my life and to kill what should be of me. Weirdos. This person's weird and weak. They've always been weird and weak. Witchcraft is for the weak. Hashtag. Page of Wands reverse. Satan and Lucifer are God's bitches. And it be like that. So you think, you know, beloved, this person think, oh, I'm gonna come up against them and I'm gonna form all these weapons of darkness. I'm gonna do all this filth, dig up this and bury their life in the ground, bury their career and finances in the ground, in the soil, bury their mental health in the soil, bury their emotional stability in the soil. And when you realize that, oh, I've buried myself. Damn, that's me on the ground. What then? Huh? What then? What do you do now? What are they gonna do now? What is going to help them out of this now? Please learn to live with you. Oh, that's right. You ain't even living. This person did. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me on the Prophetic Vessel Show. This was your message from God, Ra, Allah, Source, the Divine. I'm grateful for your time and I thank you so much for joining me on the Prophetic Vessel Show. If you're keen or interested in becoming a member of my Patreon, I do offer weekly sign readings for $10 per month based on love, as well as ancestral lineage readings. I also offer on my Patreon personal readings. For $50 per month, you get a personal reading from me every month based on love, spiritual path, career and finances, as well as ancestral messages. I also now offer one-on-one sessions / life coach sessions. Those will be once off and not monthly. You can only book me for those directly via my email, which will be listed in my description box below, as well as the link to my Patreon if you'd rather join my Patreon instead. You can also join my Patreon by typing what is on the screen via Google, search it, and it'll lead you to my Patreon website. I thank you all for everything, and I will see you all soon. Goodbye.